Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back playing the Farming Simulator 25. So, I've got to get my controller here, there we go. And we are going to continue planting the corn. Well actually, let me fold that up first. This is the new Tempo K24 from the Plains and Prairie DLC pack. I did invest in a new 8R. Oh yeah, that reminds me. By the way, I went and look at that. Large tractors. 8R. So, you got the 8R here. This is the 280. If you bump this up to the 458, which is the 8R 410, it adds something to it that I have not noticed. Maybe I just haven't noticed it before. But when you scroll down here, it's got this, oh, what is that? I gotta move my mouse out of the way. Etho power design. I've never noticed this before. We've always changed it to US, but I've never noticed this. You can put that on, and it puts a lightning bolt on the side and on the top. Has that always been in there? I don't remember that being in there. Not from the base game. Did they add that in there with an update, or am I just crazy? I really don't remember that being in there. So yeah, it has something to do with, I think there's like an electronic transmission or drive or something like that. It assists the all-wheel assist so that there's no slippage or something like that. But I've never seen a paint scheme like that, so I just went with the, the standard John Deere green. So yeah, did they add that? I guess they added that. I've never noticed it. Never noticed that before. If they added it, when did they add it? Did they add it with the Plains and Prairie add-on? Did they secretly add it without anything? Was that like a content upgrade maybe type thing, or what? When did that happen? I do not know. I do know there's a premiere. YouTube.com/thegreenarcade. Probably need to put that link in the thing. Actually, I don't even know what my thing says right now. I need to go look and see what that says on the stream there. You just noticed it recently also? Yeah, I've never noticed it. It must have been just recent. And the only thing that was really recent was the DLC, and then unless it was like a content update, they added that in. Wonder if there's anything else that they added that to. They're very sneaky. Alright, where did I leave the truck? Did you guys see the truck? I need to find the truck. I think I'm gonna need some liquid for... Oh, there it is, right there. It's been in for an update or two. It was in the changelog. I don't remember which update that was. I know it wasn't the last time. I'm trying to remember the last time I bought an in-game 8R. Oh gosh, that's been a while. It might have been at the beginning of Alma, and that's been a minute. Been a while. I'm trying to remember now. When was the last time I bought a just an in-game 8R? Did they add it to anything else, Trent? Do you know? Seems to be only when you change it to the higher horsepower. Go take a look while that's doing that. Not on the 7R, I don't think. Nope. It's the John Deere's, the 8R there. It adds it in on that. Maybe it's just that one tractor. What does it do it with any of the other John Deere? It doesn't do it on that. Doesn't do it on that one. I guess it's just the 8R. Yeah, it blocked something you tried to do there, Trent. In with the... Did you try to post a link? I would say it's probably a John Deere only type thing. Probably just for the 8R. We missed a couple of spots out here plowing. Wonder if I can beat him back over here. See if I can hit these other two spots. He's doing the inroads right now. Red leader, switch to attack position. All the Star Wars fans will get that one. Here, let me make sure he didn't miss any of these other fields. No, these look okay. That might have been when we went into the menu section there. I was gonna say, the only thing I've done different is I'm in multiplayer right now, so maybe it only does that in multiplayer. I've gone into the menu before. Never had really that issue. But yeah, I really want to plow this up. Make it another field. Just waiting to see. We finish this one. We need to do this one over here. This guy finished up here. Probably need to go collect something. Not much. Nothing. There's not anything new. We've done. I think we've done all the contracts that we possibly can do in April. Red leader ready. I love the. What was the one? Remember the Family Guy, Star Wars? They did the trilogy. They did Something Something Dark Side, then they did It's a Trap, and then trying to remember what the first one was titled. It was the first one, but they had like Red Leader standing by, Red 2, Red 6 standing by, Red Fox standing by, Simply Red standing by, Big Red standing by. And they went through like the whole, you know, everything red, basically. Where am I going up here? So that's fertilizing. That's down there. We get that down there. That's down there. We get that down there. That's what we're doing now. The one behind the shop and our cornfield we want to buy. Let me head over there. Gotta be careful not to turn too fast with this tractor because with this rotary hoe on the back, it's kind of top heavy. And you will roll. This field right here. Oh yeah, this is a great map. Fantastic map, Yeti. When you consider how realistic the map is, just the level of detail, it's a huge map. Got your John Deere dealership. You got your pizza factory right here. Make your pizzas. You've got the Tractor Supply. Back here you can get all your fertilizer, seed, anhydrous, propane, all that from here. There is a Tim Hortons for all your coffee needs. Get a piping hot caffeinated beverage there. You've got Applebee's, so you can eat good in the neighborhood. Your town hall there. You do have your Wendy's, so you can get that Baconator. You've got the dairy over here. Great little dairy. Let's see. There's a ton of post offices. So those are always nice. At the hardware store, of course. Gotta have that. And then this is just the northern town. So you got your animal dealer and all that stuff up here. When you fly down here, you've got the whiskey factory and the brewery for the beer. Farmer's market there as well. Come down to the southern town, you have your ethanol factory. There's a ton of stuff hidden back in the town here. So there's a lot of like factories and productions and stuff like that back here. Little stores and stuff. You got your fire department. The fire department is actually really cool. You can go in the fire department. There's a lot of detail inside the fire department. It's really, really nice. Let's see. We got your Dollar General because, you know, why not? There's a Dollar General on every corner. We've got Subway, so if we want a foot long, we can come get a foot long at Subway up here. There's one of the United States Postal Services right there. And then we have the Golden Arches. We have a McDonald's. So yeah, a lot of detail to this map. And there's a ton more that I haven't shown. A lot of productions, a lot of custom productions on this map. So when you look at them, you can do... Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go look at them. Go into productions down here. We'll go to the ones we don't own. Currently, it'll show like the dairy that we own, and then it'll show all your fermenting silos and your corn dryers. But if you go to the ones you don't own yet, there's your pizza factory. You can make pizza there. Then you go down to... trying to find the one that has the new stuff. You can do wine. You can do corn flour. You can make the whiskey. You can do pasta at the bakery. You can do corn oil. There's a ton of stuff to do with corn. You can do the ethanol plant. Going on down. You can do the beer. All you need is barley and water for that. What am I missing? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Probably the soy milk. I think I'm forgetting the soy milk. We own the bakery, so that's probably why I forgot it. So yeah, tons of stuff. I think there's 9 custom productions you can do. You can of course do the dried corn, you know, and all that. But we'll go back over to the hit the right button there. Go over here, and then you can do the soy milk, and that's really the only one we've got going right now. We had a lot of soybeans, and all we needed was water after that. So we're making, you know, money. You make more money doing the soy milk than selling the beans directly, and you wouldn't think so, but the peak price, the average peak price for soybeans, and that'll be like in June or July sometime. Typically it's in June. The peak price for soybeans is around $2,200 and some change. But the lowest price for when you're selling the soy milk all year round, the lowest price for soy milk is $2,400. So you're actually making more money at the lowest price on soy milk than you would be at the peak price for just selling the beans straight. Now, if you went and go over here and look at it, don't break this again. Soybeans. So yeah, your soybeans, your peak price is again 2,200 and some change. But when you go and look at, oh yeah, you can also do soybean straw. So you can sell that at the right time of year as well. But you go down to soy milk. Takes a minute to get down there. Right there. So yeah, the peak price for soy milk is 3,300, and it looks like we're coming up on that in May. So we'll make more money in May. But you look at your lowest price for soy milk. That was 2,400. It's 2,372 right now. It's gone down a little bit. Prices do fluctuate just a little, but even that price is lower than the peak price on selling just the beans at peak price. So you're making more money if you invest in the dairy, and then you just all you need is beans and just water, and water's free. All you need is a tanker to transport it, and we bought the dairy. And actually, if we fly over to the dairy, I'll show you what I've done up here. I showed this off in one of the YouTube videos. So this is the dairy right here. Got the little spinning milk carton on it. You can bring, of course, you know, your cow's milk and all that stuff up here too, and work on stuff. Here's our water tanker that we transport the water with, but we had built a windmill water pump, I guess, down at the farm. I got tired of driving down to the farm because even though it's not too far away, it's still a little ways away. So basically what I did was you can put in the windmill pump, or you can put in a tank like this. This is a modded one by Mr. Stevie. So you don't have to pay for the water out of this one. If you use the in-game tank that's like this, you do have to pay for the water. So I recommend getting one that you don't have to pay for the water. Basically, this just stores or holds the water that you want to use. So you just bring that water tanker trailer over here, hit fill, and then hit unload. You can even do it at the same time. Now one fill from either this tank or to that tanker is faster than the other, so you kind of have to sit here and do it, but you don't have to drive anywhere. So basically, you just fill your water up, dump it, and get it full, and that's kind of exactly what we've done. Ours is still full. Let's see, where it's down here. Oh, well, you can see it over there. Soybeans and water. It's still kind of full, and that's been a minute since we did that. Is there no sugar mill in the map? On the map? I don't know. I don't know if there's a sugar mill on the map. Oh, where would we go to look at that? Let's see. We would need sugar cane or sugar beets. I bet they're up top there. There's sugar. Let me just go to sugar cane, because you would take your sugar cane or your sugar beets to the sugar mill, right? Sugar cane, sugar beets. You know what? I'm looking under sell points. I need to be looking under factories, don't I? I don't see one. Maybe you just have to build one. There are some in-game ones that you can build, and I'm sure there's modded ones out there too. But yeah, I don't see one. Yeah, I think all of these are sell points. So I would say there's probably not one on the map. Yeah, every one of these is all of these are sell points. Yeah, but you can build an in-game one. There are in-game ones that you can build. There's a ton of them in this list. Some of them are American, some of them are not so American. So we're gonna head over to this cornfield over here. You would think as much stuff as there is on this map that he would have put in one. But there's so much other stuff. And then you can build an in-game one or pick up one from probably, there might be one in the mod hub even. Bet I need to move that one down south too. I need to move the planter as well. These guys rolling. Pretty sure it's this field, but let me double check. Where am I at? Nope, it's not this field. It's the next one down. Why you double check? I think I already did this one. I think I already used the rotary on this one, took the weeds out. Could be this one. Okay. Go back and move the planter. And you know what? I'm gonna have to make the long run down. Gotta take this roller down south. Come on forward, let's go. Shift faster. We need to put like a slapstick in this Ford tractor. Gonna be a long drive. I'll see you guys in about 10-15 minutes. I'm on the far western side of the map, and I gotta go to the far eastern/southeastern side of the map. And then we gotta start rolling that big, beautiful field. Actually, you know what? This is not the biggest roller. This one here is. And we do have a Stevie-fied one. How much is that? It's 115. That would be worth taking out a little more money for, though. We could get the job done quicker. How much horsepower does that require? 275? Oh, yeah, we've got the horsepower for it. Well, I say we get that big one and go down there. That would definitely help. Yeah, it is a 4X map. Yep. Might be quicker just to bring the 9R over here and get it. Quicker getting down there too. Instead of going 14, we can go 26, 27 down there. What? I'm gonna park this. We bought all this land, and we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it as a temporary parking spot. I came in here with the mower and mowed a little grass. Alright, we'll leave that right there. Let me go get the 9R. There it is. Dump the weeder. A little go-go juice. Be enough for now. Yeah, this one should have no problem pulling it. Yeah, the Ford wouldn't either, but this one's a lot faster. So much more faster than the 13, 14 miles an hour that the Ford goes. 27. We go 27 with this one. Time for another coffee. Good stuff. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna need. Let me go collect the contracts that we've done. Save the game, of course. Come on, save. Not that we're gonna get a ton of money from these. Almost 7 for that one, and then 3,500 for that one. All right, so we need a lot. How much was that? 115. We'll probably just keep it the same color. No customization needed to that one. So we'll go take out some more loan. Might as well go with an even 5. Give our guys some money to operate with. Gotta pay those hired workers. Here, let's go buy that. You don't really need a plate. Oh, this is kind of long. I'll just leave it on there. And we could trade in that smaller one that we got if we wanted to. But it's always nice to have more than one. So we'll keep it for now. Use the back entrance here. Alright, let's see what kind of lines I get. So there's one in row. The lines are straight. If I change this to 2, see how it makes the lines in the center wavy? You don't really want that. If you change it to 3, it just adds another row, but they're still wavy through the center. They go straight kind of in the middle, but then they kind of curve either down on the west side or up on the east side. If you go back to 1, the lines are going to be straight. This is really something to pay attention to, because if you plant this way, your lines will be most likely straight. I'm going to start with the headland roller. Just something to pay attention to when you set up your guys. Okay, I hit the button. Did I not? Yep, okay, there we went. Okay, it just takes a second to unfold. The plane. Alright, and we're rolling. Let's go check on the planter. Gotta keep him going. That one's finished. Still no other contracts. I think I've literally done them all. Great. Now I know there's a couple more up there. Actually, there's one east of here, and then the FERC contract. I will yield to the good gentleman and the planter, or one lady. They're gonna back up. I'm just gonna sneak on past. Huh? wheat down in these fields. Park this guy off to the side. Right over here for the time being. And I need to go find the fert. There he is. Take the back road again. Not really a road, but it does work. And to think in the future, this will most likely all be field out here. No more trees, no more ditch. All of this from the road over there where the power poles are, all the way to the where the mountain starts, basically. Maybe even up the mountain. I wonder if you could do that. There's not a creek right over there. There's a ditch. It's just a drainage ditch though. We could put some tile in. I wonder if you could do that. I bet you could. You'd have to do a lot of smoothing, a lot of work on it. Just enough to where you can get the equipment to go up and down the hill. I don't know, it's pretty steep over there in some spots. Little bump. Little bump. Whee! I'm kind of curious to see what all the update will entail. I know a lot of people have requested being able to sell the buildings. I don't know if that'll be a possibility with the update or not, but It would be a nice one. But if it's not, I mean, it is what it is, and we have all these extra little farms sitting around. I guess we might put some equipment in them. We might divide them up a little bit. I could see doing a red farm at the red farm, and doing a green farm at the green farm over there on the east side, and then we have the blue farm, so you can do Ford and New Holland up there, and the rest of them, I don't know. I guess you could kind of color match them, but you might want to use the rest of the farms for like specialty work. So you could use some of them for vegetable harvesters, maybe, or I don't really see us doing any root crop. I mean, we could, but maybe cotton. This is where the chicken cult lives. Right over yonder. Gotta be careful around these parts. You run into the chicken cult. You know what? While we're filling up with some diesel here, let's see if they're having a meeting. Well, they're not having a meeting, but they are out here praying. Hello? Good day. I can just hear them, doing the, what is the chant? The one, I'm gonna make a MASH reference. The guy came in and Colonel Potter was having headaches, and one of the visiting doctors, they were touring around like with the UN. He came in and taught Colonel Potter about kind of like a meditation thing where you stand on your head and you recite like a mantra. And he was like, "Oh, money pod me om, oh, money pod me om." I could hear the chickens doing that. If chickens could talk, I guess. I guess if they can't talk, it would be bak baka bak ba, bak baka bak ba. That'd be what they chant. Part of the chicken cult. Don't make me a chicken nugget. Oh, bak baka baka ba. I'm kind of glad right now that we're poor, because if any of these fields, it would be the big field all over again. If any of these really big fields like these were in beans or maybe even corn or even barley, I would be all on that. I would be like, we'd be selling equipment and seeing how much kidneys are going for online. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that a lot of these bigger fields are not in beans right now. They will be. At some point in the rotation of crops. That a lot of these are probably going to be beans or corn or barley. I think those are really the three crops that we're kind of like after. Now, if it's in something else that we can use, yeah, I mean, definitely. If it's a cheaper field, maybe, and it's in something else that we can use, probably, definitely, we'd looking to getting it. But if it's in corn, or if it's in soybeans, or something like that, we're interested. We're doubly interested. The word doubly. Here, get this guy hired out on this contract. And let me go see what the other ones are doing. Looks like one is complete. So we're doing the last contract that we can do. I'll hit the refresh button just to see. But there's nothing there. Every time I hit it, it goes back to active. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that there won't be any other contracts until the next month. So he's rolling that. And I totally forgot to roll those. You know what? That other tractor's still up there. I forgot to roll that one. Thank goodness I didn't sell it. There it is. I can go roll that field real quick. Okay, got him going. Find the planter now. Move him over. He's still good on seed and fert for now. Him on this larger field over here. We're done with everything except the fertilizing one right now. He's just about done. He's at 99%. Should pop over here really quick. There it is. So he's done. So there are no contracts. We've done them all. Even the low-paying ones. Oh, there's no more. What are we gonna do for money? Well, we'll sell our soy milk, I guess, and sit back and watch the corn grow. That's not all we can afford to do right now. Planters rolling. Well, I really want to create a field. Really badly. I really do. So we've got this whole area right here that we could create a field in right now. We've got this area down here we could create a field in. This would be a great place to put the, like, rice and stuff right by the water here. By the river. Rice or sugar cane, maybe. And then we've got another open lot field right here. We could plow this up, make a even bigger field here. And it's flatter. And then as far as open lots go, the rest of them we don't own. We've only bought the open lots down there in the southwest. There's like an open lot up here, so this one up here. There's another one down south. Actually, there's one over behind the green farm here. I think it's right in here. This is one of the open lots. And then the other one is right here. This one's a little hillier. Got a lot of meadow grass in them, though. Mow that. And then right here is an open lot. You can buy this one. He's done. They're not there. There's like, we had a whole list. And they're gone. There's nothing left. Do we have any silage we could sell right now? Okay, there's 93,000 liters there, and then there's 93,000 liters there. So they're both about the same. We can't really do anything with those. Those together don't even make a full truckload. So guess I could come in here and play a video game. Harp lifter. Never heard of that one. Wouldn't it be something if you could actually play these? I know in Grand Theft Auto you can own the arcade and you can play the games in there. I wonder if there's Dr. Peppers in there. Or orange soda. Guess we could just enjoy the day. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air. Wonder if we could afford to sleep a day. I bet we could. I bet we could afford to sleep a day and get our silage up to where we can sell some. Because it's only April 2nd. Technically, we could still plant in April 3rd. And we've only got this small field to plant and then this one to plant. Did I plow this field? It still says soybeans. Hang on. Where's the plow? I don't think I did. I don't think I plowed that one. I think I forgot that one. Where's the plow? Donde esta is el plow? There it is. I think I still need to plow a field over there. Kind of sitting back out of the way there, so yeah, I might have forgot. Might have forgot one. Either way, I think we can still probably sleep through the night. Maybe we'll see more contracts in the next day. I kind of have a feeling it'll be May before we do. I think it has to, there's something inside the game that it has to click over into the next month for it to work. We can try it and see though. And no, this has not been plowed. I'm glad I noticed that. It has been fertilized, right? Pretty sure I remembered to fertilize it. Take a look real quick. Got weeds in it, and they'll go away when we plow it. I did fertilize it though, so we're good there. Okay, that. Now can I sleep at this farm? I don't know if I own all of that, but maybe I can. No, there is not a sleep trigger out here. So let me go to one of the other farms, I guess. Sleep at the blue farm. Every time I see this house, think of, what was the movie? Was it Amityville Horror? Because it's the barn gable. Alright, so we're going to go to April 3rd. 8 a.m. sound good? Maybe something better will be on sale then too. We had a long, hard day and we needed the rest. We'll go with anyway. Alright, sales. Is anything on sale? There's a Kloss tractor. One of the older... Got this out of the mod hub. This is one of the older tractors. Doesn't have very much horsepower, does it? Even maxed out. I think we'll hold off on that for now. Are we sitting on silage? Are we sitting on contracts? Are there any contracts? No. So my theory was correct on this. There are no contracts, probably not until the next month. We got silage. We've got, so we got a lot of silage. We got at least, there's a full load, there's at least a full load there and a full load at the other one, and maybe even a third or fourth load. So let's go haul some silage. I gotta find the truck. Got fertilizer in it. I'll just leave this down here. I'm assuming I can pull the fertilizer out of the tank without the truck. I don't really know for sure. Where's the guy at? Okay, when he comes back down this way, I'll see if I can detach it. I'll see if I can fill without the truck. Don't run me over, clock. Let's see if I can fill out the truck. Oh, looks like I can. Got its own electronic pump on it. That's what we'll say. Got an electronic pump that pumps the liquid fert into the tank here. That or our planter sucks, and it sucks it right out of the tank and refills itself. I don't know. Either way you want to go with it, it's gonna be a baloney story. So. Alright, just hurry that guy back out. Back to the truck. We'll make our way downtown. Making our way downtown. Walking fast. Faces fast and I'm homebound. What was that movie? It had the guy. Was it Hot Chicks? It had the guy, I think he's a wrestler. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he either is a wrestler or was a wrestler. And he got into acting, and he's in that movie Hot Chicks. He's in like a convertible when he sings that song, and he's like, the hot chick's like staring at him like, really? And he's just sitting there, you know, he's got all the moves with it too. And I need you, and I miss you, now I won't. I could something 1,000 miles. I don't remember all the words. It's been a minute since I've heard that. I don't know where I'm going either. I'm taking the edge of the field less traveled again. I may have to cross the ditch. Somewhere. Yep, I'm going to cross the ditch. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Woo! Well, little bump. White Chicks, yeah. What did I say? Hot Chicks? Yeah. White Chicks, yeah. That was the movie. Had the Wayans guys in it, right? Harry Crews. Was he a wrestler? I'm pretty sure he was a wrestler, wasn't he? All the girls at work can, they know those movies. Whoa, what happened? Did I hit something? Something turned me around there. I don't know. Maybe I hit the edge. Anyway, all the girls at work, they know those movies. I guess they grew up watching them or something. And they like to quote a lot of those movies like that. Funny actor, yeah. I want to say he might have been a wrestler. I could be wrong, but I want to say he was a wrestler. I might be thinking of another wrestler that might resemble him or something. They like to do that one, and then they like to do what is the movie with Rob Schneider? And he's like, "It's me, Jessica. I'm in here." What's that movie? They like to quote that one all the time. Was that one Hot Chick? I know there's a Hot Chick there somewhere. Isn't one of them called Hot Chick? Was that movie called Hot Chick? Alright, where are we taking all the signage to? Let's see. Yeah, I think that one was Hot Chick. Got the title right, just got the movies wrong. There's another one that Tommy Lee Jones is in, where he's like a shocker. He's like a U.S. Marshal or something like that. It's not The Fugitive, and it's not U.S. Marshals. He's like guarding this house of like sorority sisters or something. So he's having to stay with them or something in the house. And you can just imagine, Tommy Lee Jones in a house full of sorority sisters. You know that's gonna be good. silage. Not great prices. 213, that's really low there. The animal dealer might be the place. Yeah. See, the animal dealer or the farmer's market, and it's shorter to the animal dealer, so we will go to the animal dealer. Trying to think of that movie. That one might be called like House Arrest or something. Oh, where Hulk Hogan was in critical condition too. He having some heart problems or something with a heart valve or something. Hello, Grain. How do you feel about math? Well, I feel it's like a necessity in life, but I am not a particular fan of it. It can be great, but it can be cruel at times too, especially when it comes to homework. But if you're counting your money, I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good thing. Who makes FS content that is a spreadsheet nerd? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so 143 here. We'll go finish filling this, we'll top it off down at the blue farm. What mod is showing in the bottom left? That is called Simple Inspector. You can get that out of the PC mod hub, the in-game mod hub. Basically, it just shows all your hired workers, what you're operating, what anybody in multiplayer is operating. Shows where they are, how much fuel they've got, what seed, FERT capacities they've got, how fast they're going, stuff like that. Let's go back down to the planter. He's just about done rolling. Sometimes they don't finish. Maybe the plow didn't hit there. That's probably why. Plow missed that corner there. Alright, this guy's still plowing. Hopefully he'll be done by the time we need to move the planter over here. I think we'd be okay to move them, as long as we only do straight lines maybe. I think we did a couple of passes. He might be okay to do it outside. If he just starts on this side, planting. I'm always kind of leery of putting two guys in the same field. Used to get to do it all the time back in the day, but now that they do the inroads and stuff, it's great, but it's like when they get in the same field and you don't put them on, like, even when you put them on the exact same pass, sometimes they don't get along. get another truckload down there. What fertilizer tank is that you have on the front of the planter? It is the in-game Hardy, right there. This is basically used for fertilizing and for herbiciding. If you're on this map, or any map I guess maybe that has the anhydrous, this also does the anhydrous. But you can put this on the front of your tractor if it has a 3-point hitch on the front and expand your fertilizer capacity. Only thing with that tank to keep in mind, you cannot empty it. Once you fill it up with whatever you're using, you can't eject it out like you can, like the regular sprayers. Once it's in that tank, it's in there until you use it or you sell it or you reset it. If you reset it, you lose it. You sell it, you lose it. But yeah, once you get it, it is what it is until you use it all. So that will forever be our fertilizer front tank. We've got one already on the small Farmall C Case IH tractor that's got herbicide in it. Tried to eject all that. It says no space to eject or to spawn a pallet, which is weird. I think they've turned it off. I don't know why they turned it off, but you can't eject anything from it. Be nice if somebody brought the saddle tanks back that we had. We had a couple sets of saddle tanks that you could mount, and I think they had a bigger capacity. That's the biggest capacity thing that I've seen. Have I tried the new swathing mod? No. What is it about? I saw a mod that came out that was something to that effect. What does it entail? The neighbor with the garage sale is kind of causing a traffic jam. There's people parked on the sides of the street and like they cannot get through almost. What? Really, Jeff? Called Scathing Plus. Is that it, Trent? Is that what you're talking about? Let you use the swather to cut grass and clover and alfalfa? Oh man, I'm there if it does. That'd be cool. I wonder, does it give you the yield bonus using that, since it technically is using the swathing header? Swathing Plus. Can somebody science that for me? Now, does it give you the 20? I think it's about 25% bonus on whatever you swath. But if you use that header, I'm pretty sure it's that header that gives you the bonus. It does give you a 20% bonus. Oh man, I see something we're going to have to go download. All right, let's shut that off. Go back to the planter. And back to him just in time. He's finishing that field. All right, I think we're good on FERT and stuff right now. Pull this back up and go over to the other field over there. I think we've got just that one last field to do now. Need to roll some of these, but that will come in time. You know, we probably should plant the barley to, this last day in April, too. I know we're looking at buying some barley fields, but it'd be nice to plant the fields that we have been doing in barley. Go ahead and put them in barley. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna stay with him when I come back. Get him hired out here. Corn! Corn for days. Gotta plant that corn. Did I hit the button? There we go. Maybe I didn't hit it. I thought I hit it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch going down that way. He's gonna do one in row. I think there's enough room between the two lines that the plow did and him. He should be planting that, putting down a final thing of FERT. I mixed FERT and that together. Let's turn that off. Yeah, he's putting down the final thing of FERT, and he's putting the corn in the ground. So there, it looks like there's enough room. There should be enough room. There it is. Enough room between what the plow did. And the plow shouldn't touch shouldn't touch what he has planted here. Maybe we can take a look at that real quick. Gets close, but it doesn't touch. You can see where it stops there. Gets close in a couple of spots. Might have to do some touch-up work. He might get closer down here on this steeper edge. What I may do is take him over and then hire him back out to finish the center if I can. I knew I'd stop him. I'm going to take him over. He did go into that a little bit. I want to do another in row here. Do it manually. Now the planter should only do one. Then he should start going north and south over yonder there. Clover doesn't have an animation to it? Alright, now if I do this, reprogram this to do straight lines only. I set that to 3s. Turn off headlands. He should just stay straight. There's the planter. He's still doing the outside in row. And this guy should get everything. not going into the other lines. So let me go back to the planter. Like our roller guy is almost done up there too. And he's gonna start doing north and south. Just like we wanted him to. Alright, so that was called Swath Plus, right? Let's see. Probably just need to search for it. SWAT. Think Swath would work. Yep. Swallowing Plus right there. That's it, right? This mod adds the ability to swathing to be. I gotta lean forward to read it. To be able to cut grass and grass. Something. Swathing Plus is compatible with all swathing headers, including the Magnon pack. Okay. So it does. It specifically says grass, alfalfa, and clover. I think they would have added an animation in there for that, but maybe not. Okay. So yeah. In addition, all specially grass types include a 20% yield bonus over conventional grass. Okay. We'll install that. You gotta find it now. Going through the old list of mods. We got a ton of mods. So many mods. So many mods. It's a beautiful thing. Believe me. Okay, there it is. There's so many mods, okay? Billions and billions and billions of mods. Okay, trust me, believe me, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. We're doing everything. We didn't build a wall. But trust me, China. So it's gonna be beautiful. You gotta believe me. It's gotta load all the stuff now. It's taking longer. Not that we can use this mod right away, but we'll have it. We'll have it there in case we, in case we see a MacDon on sale or something. Cause we still broke. Okay, let me tab back over here and babysit these guys in the field over here. I think the roller is done. I stopped at a weird spot, but man, his engine's running. Oh, he's hired out. Is he stuck? Is he done? He's maybe done. No, he's got a little spot right there. I guess he's just kind of hung up. Run over it manually here, I guess. I can find it. Should be able to see it. Almost directly in front of me. Oh, I see it. What do you think the premiere for Giants is going to be? I think it's going to be for FarmCon, honestly. It's not going to be... I mean, we'll probably get, like, some... couple of tractors or something for bonus content, but I think it's just going to be a premiere for, like, FarmCon. Like, hey, did you get your ticket? You know, hey, we've got so-and-so here with us. Hey, we're having FarmCon July 5th and 6th. Coming up this next weekend. So that's probably what they're going to talk about. They're probably just going to talk about, what all they're going to have at the venue, covering, like, what's, I doubt they'll cover any of the new content. They might go over the next number 3 season pass DLC or something. I really don't think they'll go over the expansion, with the next map, and all that stuff. But it's probably going to be, hey, we're here at this booth at the convention hall, come see us, come try Farming Simulator. They've been releasing a lot of videos lately, and I'll get all excited thinking, oh boy, we're getting, what's the update? What's the new content? What's the next DLC? What's this video about? And it turns out it's just an advertising video for the game we already have. And then I'm like, oh. So, yeah, that's probably going to be something along that lines. It'll be live on their Twitch channel and maybe YouTube, I don't know. Probably their Twitch channel if I had to guess. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about it, but it's, when you got to be realistic, you look at their history, and that's probably what it's going to be about. But I mean, too, we'll probably get some additional, like, bonus content. Remember, we got the John Deere 710 one year at FarmCon. We got what was the other one? Was it like a 5M John Deere tractor? So I mean, yeah, we might get something along those lines. I mean, it might not be John Deere, it might be something else, but there'll be some bonus content, or what's it called, special content update. Notice they've been doing a lot of mod spotlights lately too. They behaving over here. Looks like it. I guess we can pay back some on that loan now that we've sold some of the silage there. I'm going to stop right there at 400 because we've still got guys hired out. Got to be able to pay them. And you never know if we need to buy more seed and fert, so probably should check on that. Plus we'll need to buy fuel for this tractor. He's doing okay right now. I'll just have to drive back down to the fert trailer down there if he runs out. Or go get the truck and bring it all the way back down here. And that's why we need to have, I guess, separate essential vehicles. You have a truck, and if you've got a plow down here, you need a plow up there. If you've got a planter up there, you need a planter down here, you know. Just something to keep from having to drive all around the map with certain types of equipment. And to me, it makes sense to separate them by brands. That way you know where they belong and where they go. So again, the red farm could be like Case. The green farm could be Deere. The blue farm could be New Holland, Ford. And then, oh man, what would you put at the brown farm and the black farm here? Just other general brands. You put it under other. I could see the farm up there on the hill, because it's kind of a, yeah, maybe Kloss. I don't know. Where's that farm at? It's up here. It's kind of a Kloss green. Maybe Fent. I'd say Fent or Kloss, maybe. Can't wait to be able to buy all these fields, plow them together. And our plow is just about done. Thank goodness. We've got everything down here planted in corn that we wanted. Corn, doing corn. Corn. And then if we buy these fields, we'll have more corn. More corn is always a good thing. And then up here, we've got beans. And then if we buy these, we'll have beans. And then we did beans. And then, of course, beans. And if we buy this one, beans. And then if we replant the barley, we have some barley fields up here that we're kind of wanting to buy. We got that barley field, that barley field, and that barley field. This one would be nice because when we buy the common ground, whatever you call that, you can plow that together and make a nice longer field. Is that corn? Nope, that's wheat. So that must be sunflower. Yep. Not really. I mean, wheat's a good one to have at some point, but not immediately. I think barley right now would be like the barley, beans, and corn would be the number ones. Because all the custom productions really need those things. Whiskey needs corn, dry corn, and barley and water. The beer needs the barley and water. Our soy milk, which is what we've currently got going, needs soybeans and water. But yeah, a lot of the stuff needs that stuff. Gotta decide if I want to go out for a pizza that I forgot to pick up yesterday, or if I can find something else here to eat. I've got some other stuff that I could fix here, but pizza. I usually always get a pizza. Is he done? Yep, I'm gonna say he's done. Yep, he's done. Let me move him over there. Gonna have to fold him. I hit the button. What did that say? AI worker C has completed their task. Has he really? He ain't even started. Let me line him up a little better. Maybe he just can't unfold right there. Oop, I have to make a loop. Yeah, I don't know. He just couldn't unfold right there or something. We'll get it done now, though. Look at the swath her head. That's not what I wanted to hit. There we go. Yeah, it says it does grass, alfalfa, and clover now. How wide is that? 12.2, and it gives you a yield bonus. We'll probably need to look at investing in something like this soon. Say none of the other ones. The rest of them are just mower heads. This one has a swathing head with it. Swathing head with a yield bonus, 20% yield bonus. Save the game, save the game. Oh, look, there's a contract. What is that? It's a weeding contract. Where is that at? It's down south. Hit the button, see if any others pop up. Wonder why that didn't pop up a while ago. Well, we currently don't have a tractor. Got the big Ford, I guess we could do, but that's way down south. It would take half a day to get down there. I may do this later if it's still there. It's not that much. It's only $6 grand. If it was like over 10, I'd be like right on it. I'd be like, yep, let's do it. Positive Pizza Power, how you been? Where you been at? You been kind of MIA. You doing okay? Uh-oh. What did he run out of? Why did he stop? Are we out of money? No, we're not out of money. I'm not out of fert, I'm not out of seed. Why did he just stop planting in the middle of the field? Y'all see that? He's just like, I'm done. What? Why did he skip all that? Because he is an AI. I don't know why he skipped all this. Maybe he's gonna come back for it? Wonder if there's something out here. Turn on my stuff and take a look. Very strange for them to just quit out in the middle of the field. See nothing on that. Wait, did he turn around over here too? Yeah, he turned around over here too. I don't see anything that looks like an obstruction. Over here, it's like he's seeing the last inroad that the plow did. And just seeding a little, planting a little bit of it at a time, yeah. I'm hoping he's gonna go back and get what he's missing. But yeah, he sure he picked it up over here. Way down here. Right out here. This was not a stopping point for neither him nor the... Not out here in the middle. I don't know. Let's keep an eye on him. Okay, now he's going the entire pass this way. I did not program this one to do 3 inrows though. Well, guys, I've got a visitor, so I think I'm gonna probably have to end the stream there. So I will see you guys in the next one. Always remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see y'all later. I'll try to get this guy sorted out. Have a good one.